And he already know this ain't no shot because at the end of the day, the Wizards is in the trust the process phase. But another team in the East that was in the trust the process phase is now in the playoffs. And I think Vaughn said Paolo would be top 5 or top 10 2 years ago.
He
And
said
now
top
his
five.
top 5, there we go. And now his team is finding ways to be in the top 10. Sometimes they top 5, but the season plays out. And now they're going up against the Boston Celtics. He had a great message for the y'all smiling too much. I can't see the comments, so I know something crazy has been said, but I'm gonna get this out the way. He posted a message today in the NBA chat for all Celtics fans. I can't say it for FCC Airways, but just know it was a Tupac exit. It was a Tupac outro. Just know that. And Celtics fans had a lot to say. So, fellas, they found their way after the play-in. They beat the Hawks. Now they got the Celtics. Who do you got winning this? And I'm gonna start with you, Dave.
Mm.
Let's get a super chat out of the way, Dave.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
There you go. I knew it was something.
Shout out to my boy TYP, the other co-host of In the Red Corner with Tomo and Ricky. Member for 21 months. Y'all, it's about to be 2 years. It's about to be 2 years, y'all. That's crazy. Cade, ugly fade, field goal made. Nixon 4. Shout out to Best Network. Boost ducking Norman. Tank taking knees. Shakur getting KOs. Shout out to In the Red Corner.
Oh, so this Tank taking
Shakur getting
knees.
KO?
Yeah.
Shakur getting KO. Shout out to IRC. I see what he was doing there.
Okay.
It's too. I don't know about the KOs, but go ahead.
Yeah,
he might get TKOs.
I was about to question that too.
He might get a lot of technical knockouts. I don't know about actual knockouts, but go ahead, Dave.
Man, look. This series, I feel like this matchup would have been better last year if they played last year, just because of how tough they played in the regular season. And it was almost kind of sort of the same thing this season as well. But the Orlando Magic had a lot of injuries that happened. Paolo was out after like the first 5 games. He was out for like a whole month or two. So he had to deal with that. Then Franz Wagner went out. Then Mo Wagner went out. And then Jalen Suggs is out. So it was so many injuries that happened in this with the Orlando Magic. And I think that's what's going to cause them to lose this series. The Celtics are the defending champions for a reason. They're healthy right now. The only thing that's been a question right now is Jaylen Brown's knee, but I don't think his knee is going to cause them to lose this series. I believe that the way that Jason Tatum has played, with Peyton Pritchard more than likely going to be 6th man of the year. He's played phenomenal this year. You got Hauser, who's going to step up and knock down some shots, along with Derek White, Drew Holiday. Kristaps Porzingis is going to do what he does, and Grandpa Al Horford going to do what he does as well. This team is still very well coached, really good defensively, and I mean one of the best 3-point shooting teams, if not the best 3-point shooting team in the league. And I think that's going to carry them to win this in 6. I think the Celtics win this in 6, if not 5.
Joe?
Hold up.
Oh, I guess Jamo thought I was talking trash. I wasn't throwing a shot, but I got you. I said, shout out to my boy Tomo, 6 milli, $4.99 super chat. Watch it from the outside this year, but playoffs about to be fire. Hashtag Dave, watch about. Hashtag beat y'all in the play-in last year. Hashtag I don't want to hear Jimmy was hurt.
He already beat you to it.
That's fine. All I know is, hey, we got to the play-in last year. We advanced and we lost. Plain and simple. I wasn't taking a shot at Philly. I'm just saying that I'm pretty sure you don't feel happy about what happened this year with Philly, and you ready to get rid of some of the players on your team. That's what I was saying. But yeah, I got Celtics winning this in 6 though.
Okay.
Keep my team name out your mouth. So this I was happy Orlando won yesterday because it's a matchup I want to see the Celtics go against in the first round. Now, the good thing about Orlando Magic, first of all, the good thing about Orlando Magic is a very physical, defensive-minded team, right? And They're a very physical defensive minded team. One of the best defensive teams in the NBA, if not the best. I know statistically don't say that they are the best, but you watch them play, a lot of their offensive ability is not as good as the other defensive teams. So the defensive rating might not be as high because of that. But if you look at just pure defense, they probably have the best defense in the NBA. And this is without Jalen Suggs. I know a lot of people say, I heard people say that, oh, I had a friend of mine, he said, hey, this Orlando Magic team is a team we supposed to be worried about. You know, I'm in a New England area. This is a team supposed to be worried about, and they plan to play it. I'm like, bro, you gotta understand. Paulo and Franz Wagner missed almost like half the year, and Jalen Suggs hasn't been around. They've been the most injury riddled team in the whole NBA. And remember, I think when they first got injured, they were like a top. You think y'all were?
Nah, I would say the Mavericks. I think that's been the most injury riddled team.
No, the Mavericks got hurt towards the end of the year, though. Orlando been hurt since the beginning. Remember,
really
Paulo
too?
went down first, and then right after Paulo went down, France is cooking. Then France went down. Then Jalen Suggs is cooking. Then he went down, and he's still not back.
All I'm saying is the Mavericks at one time only had 7 players on the roster. So
that's one game, though. That's one game. I'm saying
like multiple games where it was only 8 players playing.
That's multiple games. That's what I'm saying. Like, but Magic been hurt for the. I mean, I ain't talking about Irving. I'm talking about the Orlando. They've been hurt for a minute. But anyways, Orlando Magic. So I feel like yes, they are a play-in team, but they're not really a play-in team. Now I'm gonna pick the Celtics to win this series though in 7. I know, like in 7. When I hear my other prediction, I'm like, dang, Joe, you got them at 7, but not this. I got them going 7 games because Dave said it. Jaylen Brown's hurt. Jaylen Brown's hurt right now. He's playing. So there's an option. They might not even play him in some of these games in the series. You know, so that's a conversation right now. I do think he will play, but he's dealing with an injury. And also the Celtics, they are 3-point relying on. And Orlando Magic, like I said, if they threes are not falling, it's going to be tough for the Boston Celtics to score on this Orlando Magic defense. Plus, the size. They match up well with Boston with their size. But at the end of the day, the Orlando Magic offense, it just doesn't match what the Celtics bring to the table. But I do think they're going to fight them hard through this series, and the Celtics going to win at home in Game 7. But Orlando, it's going to be a good year for y'all because next year y'all going to turn up.
So I'm looking at the regular season, and a lot of people say it's the playoffs. We don't really care about the regular season. You know, they play 82 games. Some people take games off. You got to deal with the injuries. Orlando won that regular season 2-1. So they coming into this game like, hey, we not scared of the big bad wolf. We do know that the Celtics won. They the reigning finals champion, and they got all of this in the third. But we got Paolo and some youngers who had to prove something. And just like how the Knicks was last year when they were getting into the playoffs and they were getting to the swing of things and they were making their defensive runs and coming back on teams and making their presence known, I think this Orlando Magic team is going to do the same thing. However, and I'm going to say my prediction right now, I'm with you, Dave. I think the Celtics going to win this one in 6. I wouldn't be mad if it goes 7 because, like J-Mo said in his super chat, the playoffs are going to be electrifying because of how these matchups and how everybody has just fell to these opponents. But I think Boston is just going. They have that historical presence. You know, they have that. They have that we've been here before mantra that they can go with. There's like these key moments in games that the Magic probably are not used to seeing in playoff atmosphere. The Celtics are going to have that, along with. It's going to come down to some things with coaching. You know, playoff games is not all about the matchup sometimes. Sometimes it can literally just come down to 1 or 2 key moments from your coach. And I think Boston is going to get them there. Orlando, Joe, I think if it do go 7, Orlando might steal it. But I got it going 6 because this is Jason Tatum's moment. We named everybody but him. This is his time. Remember last playoff run, it was all about Jaylen Brown. Now Jaylen Brown isn't here to start this playoff series. Here you go. Put your stamp on the team. Let everybody know that, look, I relaxed. I was being a good teammate. We won. But now it's time for me to step up. Let's see if Jaylen Brown can do the same thing on the back end when he comes back. Be the good teammate so we can get back to the finals and probably make it a back-to-back.
Yeah, Jaylen Brown's the best. He's going to play. It's just that he's injured, so he's going to be hobbled. He's going to be out there, but they might not play him as much as they are used to playing him. He may play 30 minutes, maybe 28, 27 minutes. Who knows? It all depends on how the game goes, more than likely. But if they go 7, I might be with you. I might go ahead and pick Orlando if they go 7.
Really?
I might, because that's tough.
In
That's
Boston? Defending champions? That's why I think
It
game
shouldn't
7.
get this, it shouldn't get there.
I mean, it can though.
It
You know
can.
what I mean, we took the Warriors game 7, and look what happened.
I mean, y'all were the home team, so
That's even worse. They not even the home team. They're the away
Actually,
team.
you know what? That's another team. I should give y'all props, Joe. My bad. Y'all was another young team that had to prove it in the playoffs too. So yeah, going up against a juggernaut. So yeah, my bad, Joe.
It's okay. We didn't prove it, so it's fine.
Y'all showed the world that you were capable of being a playoff team. You showed them that you're good enough to be a top seed in the West.
for
It just
that
so
year.
happened- Yeah,
Until
you
we
know the
lost-
coach.
Yeah, until we lost to the Pelicans 6 times a year. I think it's good.
That might be why Mike Brown's still looking for a job, but that's not here nor there. That's not here nor there. We're talking about teams that's in the playoffs right now. Y'all in the play-in. That's what you told me.